Frederick Forsyth was born in 1938. He joined Air Force and became jet fighter pilot. Further, he started writing his experiences. He is an English author, journalist, and one-time print and television reporter for the BBC. He is best known for thrillers such as The Day of the Jackal, The Odessa File, The Fourth Protocol, The Dogs of War, The Devil's Alternative, The Fist of God. He has been frequently appeared on bestsellers list, and more than a dozen of his titles have been adapted to films. He has written 17 novels and 6 novellas and short stories. Forsyth is the winner of 3 Edgar Awards, and in 2012 he won the Diamond Dagger Award from the Crime Writers Association, a Lifetime Achievement Award. He lives in Buckinghamshire, England. Frederick Forsyth shares a strange experience during his flight from Paris to London. On his flight to London, he was lost amid mountain-shaped dark clouds. The compass and the radio were dead. They stopped working and he failed to connect Paris control room. He couldn't believe his eyes when he saw another aeroplane flying next to him in the storm. He landed safely on the runway of an airport following the strange black aeroplane, but to his surprise, there was no trace of aeroplane on radar that night, which was confirmed by the lady staff on duty in the control center. Where did the aeroplane come from? Who was the pilot flying the aeroplane who asked him to follow him? Where did he disappear after leaving him safely? These are some questions which are still unanswered. The speaker, who was a pilot, was flying an old Dakota at 10 o'clock at night. The city was sleeping, only stars were waking and shining. There was no trace of clouds. The sky was clear above him. The plane was flying over Paris. The pilot was going back to his home city, London, England. He was going on a long Christmas holiday. The pilot was extremely happy. He was dreaming of his morning breakfast with his family. Around 1:30, when he got confused, he called Paris control room to inquire about the route and location. He was instructed to turn 12 degrees west. He checked the map and compass, switched over to his second and last fuel tank, and turned the plane 12 degrees west towards England. He was overexcited to think of joining his family and having breakfast with them. He had left Paris 150 kilometers behind when he saw mountain-shaped huge dark clouds approaching the plane. He knew that it was a sign of upcoming storm. He became restless and he got scared. He could neither fly over the clouds nor take the long route to fly around south or north. The reason was obvious, that he had no surplus fuel. A thought came to his mind that he should postpone his journey and get back to Paris. But his strong eagerness to meet his family stopped him to do that. He thought to take a risk, and he took the risk. He flied his plane straight into the storm. Entering the dark clouds, everything was absolutely dark, totally dark. Nothing was visible except darkness in the clouds. Soon the plane started jumping and twisting in the air in the stormy clouds. He had lost all his control over the plane. All direction instruments like compass, radio, etc. had stopped working. The pilot had lost his contact with Paris control. He didn't know where he was. There remained no hope. Death was only his hope, as the survival of his plane was in the hand of destiny and the star. But dear students, there is always light at the end of a tunnel. Suddenly, a ray of hope appeared. What he saw next moment was another aeroplane quite near him in the star. It was black aeroplane. There was no light on its wing. The anonymous pilot of the black aeroplane waved him to follow him. He had no choice. The pilot had no choice. No second thought came to his mind. The pilot took his plane behind the black aeroplane and the pilot flew in the stormy clouds for half an hour. Fear was not over. Now his nerve got tight. He got frightened to know that he had only fuel left to fly another 15 minutes. Soon he saw the black aeroplane was descending. Yes, the black aeroplane was descending. He followed him. The pilot saw some lights. He saw some lights. It was a runway of an airport. He realized and landed his plane there. The pilot was thrilled to find himself safe. He wanted to thank the anonymous pilot of the black aeroplane, but he was nowhere at the runway. No sign of black aeroplane, no sign of the anonymous pilot. The author and pilot immediately rushed to control center and inquired about the black aeroplane which had guided him all the way to his safe landing. The woman on duty at the center confirmed him that there was no such plane was seen flying that night. The only plane was seen was of him on the radar. The information was unbelievable for him and he was kept on wondering who had guided him to arrive and land safely without a compass and a radio and without any more fuel left in his tank. He kept on thinking and thinking, where did the aeroplane come from? Who was the pilot? Who was the man flying the aeroplane who asked him to follow him? Where did he disappear after leaving him safely on the runway? The story offers its readers an interesting psychological insight into a character in life or death situation. The present story is an autobiographical thriller mystery which ends with some mysterious questions that are still The narrator was a professional pilot. He was flying his old Dakota aeroplane over Paris to London. He called Paris control and was asked to turn 12 degrees west. He thought to have breakfast with his family in the morning. Suddenly, he encountered with huge black storm clouds. Taking a risk, he went straight into the storm. Everything was black inside the clouds, nothing was visible. The old plane jumped and twisted in the air. He found his compass, radio, and other instruments dead. All of a sudden, a black aeroplane appeared near his plane and could see the face of his pilot. He followed the black aeroplane when another pilot asked to do that. The narrator got frightened when he realized he had left only fuel to fly 15 minutes more. But soon he came out of the storm and saw some lights. He was on the runway of an airport. He wanted to thank the anonymous pilot of the black aeroplane. Finding him nowhere, he inquired about the control center. He was shocked to know when the lady on duty told him that there was no plane was seen on the radar that night. It remained mystery for the narrator who was the pilot and where the black aeroplane came from and where it got disappeared.